So this mentioning in the Quran about the Prophet Adam alayhi salam, that the Prophet Adam alayhi salam, he made one mistake in paradise, in Jannah, then he was out from Jannah, he and his wife. They were in very good life, they were very happy, they were in the best place in Jannah, but because they disobeyed Allah, the Prophet Adam and his wife Hawa, the Eve, and they were out from Jannah. Now we are here in this world, children of Adam, and we are given the same command. We are given the same task. Follow the command of Allah and go back to Jannah. So it's very clear. The Prophet Adam was kicked out from paradise because he disobeyed Allah. Only one command. Now we are disobeying the many commands of Allah. How we can think that we can go back to paradise? Every day we don't wake up for pray Fajr, or we don't do other commandments of Allah to follow. Sometimes people can lie or they can do wrong things. So every day the people are disobeying Allah. And they are still thinking that they are going in paradise. Prophet Adam alayhi salam, he rejected the one command of Allah, and immediately his paradise clothes were stripped off and he was out from paradise. And we are here in this world and we are giving only one condition: you want to go back to paradise, then follow the commandments of Allah. What are the commandments of Allah? The number one commandments of Allah in the Quran, also in the Bible, in all the scriptures. La ilaha illallah. There is no God except Allah. Don't worship anyone beside one God, Allah Almighty. There is no other commandment higher than this commandment. That is the greatest of all commandments in every book. In the Quran, in the Torah, in Injil, every book. Even the Prophet Isa or Jesus alayhi salam, he said that the first commandment is Shama Israelo Aduna Ilahino Aduna Yahad. Hear, O Israel, Lord our God is only one Lord. So only one God you worship. That's the first commandment. And this commandment includes not to worship the idols. Not to worship the idols or statues or the images. The biggest idol today in the world is the money. People worship money. They live and die for money. They do everything for money. The another big idol is the fame. People want to become famous. The people want to become praised. We don't need to do good that people can praise us. We need to do good so Allah can be happy with us. Now it's your choice. You want to do good things, the charity or the good things, and you want to get the payback in the shape of the praise, that people can do some cheap praise for you, and then you are happy for this. Or you want it not to waste your all good deeds, and you can say, I don't like praise, I'm doing it for Allah. I'm doing it for Allah, and Allah will be happy with me. Allah will please me on the day of judgment for this. I can present myself to Allah on the day of judgment, that Allah, I did this in my life, I did this, all the list you can present to Allah. Allah, I did this all for your sake. So now I'm hoping that you can forgive me and enter to me in paradise. But today the people are, that these are the two things in the world today: the money, the material things, and the praise. Everybody wants to, football player, basketball player, actor, actress, musician, everything, concert. Why? Praise. Politician. Why people become politician? You become a politician, your purpose is to help people for the sake of Allah. To serve people for the sake of Allah. But now the politician is, most of the politicians, they are become politician for the praise. They want to become popular. They want to become known in the people. They want people can praise them. And that is one of the greatest idol today in the world. And that's against the commandment of Allah. The commandment of Allah that you do everything for Allah. Live and die for Allah. Obey the parents. It is one of the greatest commandment of Allah. Speak the truth. Be honest. Be kind. Be just. Be generous. These are the great commandments of Allah that we can follow and we can go to paradise. And if you go against the commandments of Allah, like what the Prophet Adam did and his wife, they were out of the paradise. So if Allah said, don't eat this, do not eat this. Allah forbidden in the Quran the four things: the maita, the damma, wa lahmal khinzir, wa ma'ulul ghairi labi. Don't eat the dead animal. If the animal is not slaughtered, that's not halal, you cannot eat. The blood is dirty, your food must be clean from the blood. And the animal, there are many other animal forbidden, but the worst is the pig, the pork. Lam al khinzir, the flesh of the swine, and anything which is not in the name of Allah. It is in the name of the idols, or people are giving you in their own names. No, I can only eat in the name of Allah. This food belongs to Allah, I am belongs to Allah, and I can only eat anything only which is in the name of Allah. وَمَا أُهِلُّ لِغَيْرِ اللَّهِ بِهِ. Allah forbidden the alcohol to drink. You can drink the milk, you can drink the juice, you can drink the fresh water, but you cannot drink alcohol. You cannot drink the wine, you cannot drink the rum or any kind of alcoholic drink. If you are willing to go to paradise, you need to things forbidden here, so Allah will give you the paradise. Otherwise, Allah will forbidden the paradise for you. So do sacrifice. I want to follow the commandments of Allah. What Allah command me, I will do. And I will not do what Allah forbidden to me. And that is the only way to go back to paradise. Our father Adam and Hawa, our mother, came from paradise because they disobeyed Allah, the one commandment. Don't eat from that tree. And they failed. Now if we will not follow the commandments of Allah and we will do what Allah forbidden, then Allah will not bring us back to paradise. So it is important for us to follow the commandments of Allah and not to disobey Allah and not to do what Allah forbidden, and that is the way to paradise. Even the Prophet Jesus, when they asked him how we can go to heaven, and the Prophet Jesus said, keep the commandments. So he was a Muslim, that's why he said keep the commandments, because a Muslim means a person who submit to the commands of Allah. The Muslim means a person who submit to the commands of God Almighty Allah. Or the Islam meaning is a religion in which there are commandments of God which you need to follow. So this is the only way of paradise, this is the only way of Jannah. The Prophet Adam and Hawa were out from Jannah because they disobeyed Allah. They did not follow the command of Allah to not to eat from that tree. They eaten from that tree, and immediately their clothes were stripped off, and they started to cover themselves with the leaves of the paradise, the trees. And they were out from paradise, they were sent on this earth. And Allah said, whenever the revelation come from me, whoever follow, they will have no fear, they will not have any sorrow or sadness, but they will be happy. So what is here now? This is small life. If only compare this life to the day of judgment. The day of judgment is 50,000 years. Compared to this life over our life here, it's just like a 2 to 3 minutes only. We are here only for 3 minutes only. These 3 minutes, we follow the commandments of Allah, we can go to the eternal paradise in the next life. May Allah save us, may Allah guide us. Subhanallah,